for Oakcrest, Forest Mahmoud, Jersey Football League. Right now, Mainland tied at top of the division with Atlantic City at both teams at 2-0. Oakcrest tied for third at 1-1 with their rival at Sagami.
I knew from when we woke up that morning, I knew it was going to be tough offensively for us. Remember the mistakes that you made, and when you come out here for practice, remember that and go harder in practice.
Most importantly, you got to stay level. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Level. Doesn't matter when we go up. It doesn't matter if we go down. Because we still going to make a play the next time we come out. Yep.
It's just another day in the office.
Duke, believe. Say I believe.
I believe.
Duke, beat Clemson. Believe. Say I believe.
I believe.
Leave my bag here.
I would bring it. Yeah. One of the 8th graders. Incoming freshman. Pretty good. You good?
Yeah.
Bring everything with you so you could just kind of like run up when your mom come get you. So, yesterday was classroom work. Today we on the field with it. So, let's see what happens, man. This is the part I'm excited about. I want to make sure like these dudes is ready mentally up top to get things going. Once you're mentally strong, everything on the field just comes. So we'll be good. So I'm just happy to actually get on the field, see what's going on, get them running around, get an actual look of all the players that we got. Got a couple transfers, got a couple people switching some positions and things like that. So, just excited about it all, man.
Everybody should be clapping. Good job. Good job. Karaoke, facing the trees, huh?
Training camp was a crazy experience here. We had a lot of ups and downs, but it was just the big fact that we grew as a team, as a family, as a brotherhood, and yeah. And coming in here, I didn't think I was going to play running back at all. I thought I was training for receiver the whole off season, ready to play receiver. Turns out I was better at an impact playing running back. So I just did what the team needed, played running back, and I was successful.
When we was doing 7-on-7s, I felt like our bond was getting stronger. You know, we was going through ups and downs and emotions, and, you know, progressively as we, you know, did more 7-on-7s, I feel like our chemistry got better. And leading up to that first game, you know, we had our ups and downs in that game too, but I feel like that game, you know, really set where we were.
My training camp and the expectations for the team, we wanted to come out, win the chip, win it all. That was our main goal. We ain't have nothing stopping us. Literally, that's all we talked about throughout the off season, was to go chase that chip, go chase that ring, and that's been the #1 goal since I came here, coming from St. Joe.
I'm expecting a lot out of all of my players. I think I do my best to make sure that every player is getting the right attention, from the starter to the last guy on the depth chart. Specifically though, I think Jaleel Williams is gonna have a heck of a season. His fluidity, breaking tackles, he has gotten a little bit faster, as well as Sam Mensah, Jameer Bland, Lawrence Bennett, Amir Tinsley. We have a few guys who I expect to do big things this season, and our offense is high-powered, and we're excited about it.
Coming into the season, after the training camps and 7-on-7s, I felt like we was gonna have a pretty good season. We was winning 7-on-7s, we was working our butts off. Camp was crazy.
Let me get 2 cups and a O's up! Let me get 2 cups and
O's up! O's up! Let me get 2 claps and a Ric Flair! Woo! I ain't feel it! I said, let me get 2 claps and a Ric Flair! Woo! You felt that one, right? Yeah, you felt that one, right? I felt that one too. Let's work. Dominate on me, down there in 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
7-on-7s, the start of it, we was coming like we was gonna win everything. It was going good. We was winning tournaments 3-1.
After 7-on-7 started, we kind of came out really strong 7-on-7. We played a couple good tournaments, a couple good games. I think we felt really good about it. And then that kind of got us going into camp, kind of with an attitude and a feeling of like this could be something special.
Keep dropping, Zach. That's a pick. Let's go. Hey! Why you thinking you a big shot? Hey man. Mama always told me to be careful where you hang. Down with the team, you can't change that. Oh, really? That game that you wanna run up, I promise to put a range down. Always been a visionary. But the way I'm blacking out, I think it's getting scary. Get a fan by the win, it's hereditary. Don't take a loss here, yeah, we legendary. Let's go.
When I first got to Oakcrest, we wasn't really like a culture. It was like more like we did our own thing. And as like the years went by, like the last 2 years when Coach Mike is coaching, we started growing more as a team. We started feeling like more family. And like we had team dinners and all that stuff. 7-on-7s, we just grew together.
Yeah, Oakcrest is definitely was an afterthought to Atlantic County, for sure. A lot of people, we knew we had a good team, a good squad. Nobody really was paying attention, but we had to prove it on the field. We always knew that. That's where it starts. That's where it ends always. And you catch the bunt of jokes occasionally from other towns, but I think that's what makes us who we are.
Oakcrest High School means a lot to me. Knowing the fact that all my siblings graduated from here, me transferring from St. Joe's to Oakcrest, it meant a lot to me and my family just because it's my hometown. I had to come back to my roots and just play with the fam.
So watching my dad change the culture, it's a beautiful thing to see because, as you know, Oakcrest before, it really wasn't a winning program and the culture wasn't there. But like when he got there, they was losing the first season, but the culture was changing and people want to come to Oakcrest now. Used to, when 8th graders coming out of high school, Oakcrest was at the bottom of the list. Now people want to come to Oakcrest, they want to get involved, and they want to help change the culture. So seeing him be the person that's doing it is like, it inspires me a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. And it's just a cool thing to see.
My role in the community, I've coached Little League since my son was able to play. I've always been around. I've coached at different areas, coached at different high schools in the area. And I just always wanted to help the young guys, man. I had camps that I did. I was a receiver in high school, so I had receiver camps. I trained my son as a receiver, just growing up, and then from there, his friends wanted to get trained as well, so I turned it into a big camp.
My dad, aka Coach Forrest, is a real good guy. As a kid, he always was motivating me. And with this football stuff, I always wanted to play, but he always made me wait until I was 7 years old to play football. And it was just once I started playing football, the love for the game just was crazy, and he was there for the whole way.
So when he first started out at Oakcrest, their first season was not the best season, but we all know that when you start out at something, you have to start from somewhere. And that kind of was the base. And, he's always looking to excel and improve and get better. But one thing is that Mike cares for all of those guys that are on his team as if they're his own sons. So the foundation that he wants to build is greater than the wins and the losses. He wants to make sure that they're better men when they leave his presence. So the wins and the losses, they count, of course, but as long as they are mentored, they feel the love that he has for them, and they turn out as better men on the other side, that's his whole goal. We all want to win championships. We all want to win games. And the times that we win is great, and the times that we lose, we do feel it. But is more to it than just wins and losses.
Since Pee Wee, since the nice days, you're like a second dad to me for sure.
Word up.
Asked me to come over, and it just felt like I've never really been loved like that from a coach in forever. I've never gotten a chance that you gave me. I really do appreciate it.
You know the love is real.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cry.
Good.
Don't cry. I felt like, I guess my role, I just wanted to make sure that I was there just to help young kids out, man, just the youth, you know what I'm saying? That's where, the I Am More movement came from, just stepping in, letting these kids know that they're more, because there's so many people telling them that they're not, telling them what they can't be, what they won't be. So I figured somebody needs to be the voice telling them what they can be.
Coach Mike means a lot to me personally, because he taught me how to be a man after high school. Like, he taught me a lot throughout my years of playing football. Knowing the fact he coached me during Little League, so me and him had that good chemistry. He's like a father to me, like another dad.
Anything I ever needed, he always has been there for me. I've been playing football with him since I was like 5 and up to high school now, and it's just great to be with him still.
I always look at Coach Mike as an uncle to me. Even when we was playing against each other, he always check up on me, see how I was doing. He just was very supportive of me, no matter what, win or loss. And just a really good guy.
Coach Mike, he impacted my life by things he do for us, day in, day out. He always making sure we working, no days off. If he see us slacking in the classroom, make sure he pulls us aside, brings us, try to make sure we stay on top of each other, etc. And I wouldn't change him, He the one for the coach.
So, I figured that was my role in the community, just to make sure that I was just uplifting young people. And then, while doing that in different jobs that I had, I was always in a mentor role with most of my professional career. So I just felt like, my role was just to make sure that I'm uplifting young people as I'm going along. The people in the community are starting to believe in Oakcrest football again. I think that the younger people, the youth that are playing younger football now for the Lakers and the Knights, I hear not only from their mouths, but I hear from parents that their kids are already saying, I'm going to Oakcrest. From the taxi, Pee Wee, JV teams, so that's a blessing to hear, man. Once we start keeping Mayslanding kids in Mayslanding, we'll be going to the championship every year. Then we fast forward a little bit to the opportunity to become the head coach here. I remember getting a phone call from Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee got the job here as the principal. We worked together previously at another school, and I remember him calling me and asking me, "You ready to go?"
Yeah. They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate.
So every game day, Fridays before we get on the bus or before we start doing meetings, if we have a home game, I host a Bible study. Somebody else came up with the name Dante's Dimes, but I'm not a big fan of that name because it's not my dimes, it's not my knowledge. We're just talking about the Lord here, man, and I enjoy having the kids come and those who grew up in the church or those who are just interested, talk about the Lord, talk about His Word. I try to make sure that I focus it on Christ, but at the end of the day, these are high school kids and they need some motivation for the game. So I'll do a little something so that they can be pumped by the end of it. It means so much to me because it was something that I was given when I was in high school. We had a chaplain of sorts, and it helped me with my relationship with Christ. And as a coach, my goal is to make these players better men. And thankfully, I get the opportunity to make them better men in Christ as well. So I enjoy every Friday. I treat it as if this is my pulpit. This is my form of a sermon. I enjoy it so much. Today we talked about Galatians chapter 6, verses 7 through 9, which I use the theme of good decision making and making sure that we do not grow weary in doing good. For in due season we will reap a harvest if we faint not. So it means so much, and I do my best to do good, continue to not get tired of this process and studying and preparing for these kids on Fridays so that we can together grow and sharpen each other so that we can all be better for Christ. My expectations going into the Vineland game is putting all this hard work that we had during camp together. I'm very excited to see how it all plays out. I think Jalil is going to have a great game. I'm excited to see him start his sophomore campaign. He had a great season last year, and we're just looking to capitalize on top of that. I think our offense is going to be really good. We schemed up pretty well for Vineland, and I'm expecting us to put a good product on the field.
Let's go. You right here. You right here. Starters and captains in the front. 2 by 2.
Most importantly, you gotta stay level. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Level. Doesn't matter when we go up. It doesn't matter if we go down. Because we still gonna make a play the next time we come out.
sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Because that's what fearless do.
Yes, sir.
You come right back out, you make a play.
Yes, sir.
Defense get a turnover, we scoring immediately.
Yes, sir.
First play, one play.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all we need.
Yes, sir.
That's all we need, right?
Yes, sir.
That's all we need.
Yes, sir.
That's all we need.
Yes, sir.
All right, E, we gotta be efficient. We gotta be efficient. All right, let's get to the ball. All right, let's get to the ball. Let's have a good tempo. All right, and let's move the ball downfield. If you're tired, come out. Let your receiver coach know. Let your running back coach know. Let your O-line coach know.
That first one felt amazing. It was a great atmosphere. Coming back to school, you know, everybody thought we was going to lose. Everybody thought we was going to be trash. Coming back to school, though, atmosphere was great. That win meant a lot for us. Me personally, I didn't do as good as I hoped, but as a team, we grew as a team. We learned how to overcome adversity, and that just meant a lot to us.
Going into the season, man, we have kind of like the same expectations every year. We just want to play a savage brand of football. That's kind of an acronym, and that's an acronym and brand that we kind of play for. We had a couple great guys that definitely helped the team. Within Donnie, our linebacker, our defensive line. I'm not going to say every single name, but basically our whole defensive line was a big part of our team this year. Zachary as a DB. So we had a lot of key players, Nasir, Mahmoud, Jamad, he came in and helped us a lot. We had key guys that came in and bought into our system and bought into the way that we played defense. We just want to keep on building on that every single year and every single game.
Yeah, I got a story to tell. I know they want me to fail. If they throw me into a cell, I know wife she paying the bill. Cause I can't afford to be quiet. My city is dying and children are crying. Be alert, not devour. The enemy's prowling you just like a lion. But we got the keys, I promise you. Hold on to the peace inside of you. No, I'm not alone. You're not alone. You got an army who follows you. It's time to rise up, lift your eyes up. Yeah, hope is on the way.
In the beginning of the season, we thought we was gonna whoop everybody, but it wasn't like that. We went into Middle Township game, not working as hard as we could, not pushing ourselves. And when we got into the real game, we lost with a 95-yard pick six.
Going into Middle, I ain't gonna lie, the whole team, we thought we was gonna smack them. But they came out harder than we thought. They was talking trash, they was calming under the, after my return, I got on violent, they was feeling themselves, so I was ready for that game. I know some other people on the team, they was ready too, but just going into that game, the defense was going stupid the whole game. Defense ain't give up no touchdowns or none of that. The offense was not clicking at all. The whole time, I'm thinking, if we just score one time, we're gonna win this game. We get on the goal line, I think 3 times in that game, and we ain't punched that ball in one time. That joint had me mad the whole game, and I'm thinking the whole time we still not gonna lose this game because we was driving on them, like some drives, and then we would get to the 1-yard line, we can't punch the ball, and that joint was making me mad. And they scored off a pick six. They didn't even score on the offense. It was crazy.
On the losing streak, you know, that's not the job, obviously, but they turned into lessons. But we fell short against Middle 06. We fell short on that offense. We were slacking. Before that game, our goal was to dominate the score. We was trying to put 30 points up on offense, and unfortunately, we wasn't able to do that.
So, Coach Forrest, we went through a rough couple weeks, having a tough game against Middle. As an offensive staff, it wasn't really acceptable for us to not score. And then to kind of move forward and say, all right, well, now we didn't score, we lost the game, off of a pick six. What can we do better to move on to another week against Mainland, where we're playing one of the top teams in New Jersey? So it was really about bringing the morale back up. I think we did pretty well with that. We battled pretty well through the week, trying to bring morale up and just working extremely hard to just compete against a bunch of dogs.
Take it in. Blow it out. Take it in. Blow it out. Keep the eyes closed. Fellas, got a couple things I wanted to talk to y'all about real quick. We're going to get out there and handle business. Number one, last Friday was, in my opinion, the best thing that could have happened to us as a football team. We was getting lax, not doing what we were supposed to do, and we lost the football game that we should have won. Because of that loss, a lot of y'all dug a little deeper, started doing a little more. Some of y'all didn't, but towards the end, we got it together on film and started getting stuff together. Adversity hit us all week. Adversity hit us all week. From the weather hitting us. Couldn't get out maybe a half hour to an hour later than usual. A lot of stuff we ain't get an opportunity to do. Adversity hit us all week. 3, some examples have been laid before us all week long if you was paying attention. Number 1, Colorado. They believe. Say, I believe.
I believe.
Colorado believed they beat ranked TCU. Duke believe. Say, I believe.
I believe.
Duke beat Clemson.
Number 19 edition.
And number 3, the Detroit Lions believe. Say, I believe.
I believe.
Knocked off the Super Bowl champs last night.
We tried coming back off, going to Mayland. Mayland, and it fell short. I feel as though the biggest problem with that game, the team, we wasn't playing as a whole. And especially in that game, knowing them guys, they play as a team, we wasn't able to produce that as well as them, so that's what made us fall short.
Going into Mainland after that loss, everybody was mad for real. Everybody just wanted to get back for real. We knew Mainland was going to be a tough team for real from sophomore year too, and they coming off undefeated. They beat their first two people coming into us. We knew they was going to be a dogfight. They were a real physical team.
As we did that, still didn't turn out our way. We were in the game for a while against Mainland. We still struggle. We do a couple more things right. I think we keep it a ball game, and it just so happened, we just still made too many mistakes, and that's the key factors. If you're beating yourself, you're never going to be able to beat a good team. And if we can start eliminating the mistakes of beating ourselves, then we stay in the ball games against good teams. So, morale was definitely on the way back up, and then, we play a good team and we struggle a little bit. Probably goes back down a lot after that. So it was really about, let's make everything simple for the kids coming off of a second loss. Like we talked about before, there were certain things that the kids weren't picking up on that we had to make more simple so that we could go out there, play fast football, execute, and not have to think, right? Know our jobs, know what we're doing. Let's play fast, play physical, play like the guys that we know we can play like. And that's eliminating the mistakes and not beating ourselves.
We knew Mainland was a good football team. We knew that it was going to take a lot of focus for us. We came out, Mainland gave us some opportunities early. We kind of stayed in it, we fought well, but unfortunately they made a couple plays in the second half that put a little gap between us, and we just were unfortunately unable to recover. After those two games, the team felt like we needed to win. We knew that we had to come together. It was a turning point kind of for us, was whether or not we were going to step up to the challenge. We were 1-2 at that point. We had a big win under our belts, but two what I would call disappointing losses. So we knew coming into Bridgeton that we had to come with our full A game, and we definitely put that on display.
Hey, stand up guy, boom, 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing this season, you go against me, then you know that you tweaking, okay? Cause baby, I'm him, I be on 10. Two-stepping in the party, I do not dance. Watch how I move, make it look easy. Counting up wins, that's part of the plan. Blackmail, taking up my haters a CC. That can't fail, all my victories will repeat. I'm knee deep, need a dub, best that you seek me. I'm too sick, yeah, I know I make it look easy. Yeah, tell them don't try to play me. Yeah, I'm drippy on the daily. They can never count me out, I know. They can never count me out, I know. I make it look easy, make it look easy. I know, make it look easy, make it look easy.
To the next game against Acton Game, that's a game that we don't really have to get guys hyped for because it's a rival game. A lot of guys on our team, those guys on their team, those guys on their team, those guys on our team. So that's a game that pretty much everybody was hyped for, and we was definitely excited for. I mean, we had the trophy last year, and we want to make sure that it stays at Oakcrest.
Establishing a culture is not easy because you got to stand on your twos. You can't bend at all, and some kids will respect it and rock with it, and some won't be able to do it and fold and just won't make it. So it's a process, man, and it's a blessing to see it start to roll. I feel it, man. We're starting to feel it, especially as the season was getting towards the end of the season last year. We felt like
as a coaching staff, we would have meetings and be like, yo, it looks like they starting to really buy in, even though it was late.
Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping me now, no. Stayed in my lane when they got it, I make it. I know that they mad when I swerve out the lot. Thinking the plot, they did not get the picture when I said I don't fit in the box. Taking they shots, and they know that I ain't missing, and it's up if they hand me the rock. I feel like a
Just the relationships that I have with everybody. If you have a strong relationship with your staff and with your players, there's usually that voice that can calm you down, and I'm thankful to God that He's blessed me with the ability to build relationships with people, because we really are like a family here at Oakcrest. So when guys are on the sideline, you know, losing it a little bit, like, I thank God that I'm able to go up to my players and look them in the eye, and I don't know what I'll say at that moment, but you know, I'll say something, and I would say 8 times out of 10, I'm able to bring them back. And like I said in the beginning, when you're building a program, a lot of the players, I mean, I'm telling them, like, look, we're almost there, we're building something special, and I always try to get the older guys to just know, like, what you're doing right now, what you're sacrificing is going to make this thing so much easier for those guys coming behind you. But at the same time, I'm looking in the eyes, and I know that those guys want it now. But, you know, we just haven't been able to cross that mark yet. There's still a lot of things that we have to do, but I will say that we are getting closer to it. And I think everyone knows that, not just the players, but I think the community knows that. Our opponents know that. The teams that we play know that. And I think that's the important part.
At the end of the game, and seeing our boys start balling out crying because they know it's the last time playing on that field, it got emotional. It got emotional for me too. I don't like to see our kids hurt or cry, so it kind of tickled my heart, man. I didn't really enjoy that. As you can see, I'm getting a little emotional now as talking about it, but still, we love our kids a lot, man. We just try to make them be great men and learn how to move on from their losses and their wins. And that was a tough one, but I think we did our job this year, and we made a lot of great men.
To the upcoming class, some words I got for them. Y'all gonna have to work hard, you know, and I feel like y'all can help change the program.
If I had to take a page out of, you know, Nike's book, I won't say their slogan, but I'll say just go with it. You know, I think as a young kid, I had a lot of bright ideas that maybe I didn't trust myself, or times where I should have been more vocal, you know, kind of sitting back and just letting things go and happen. I would tell myself to just go with it, whether it's a thought, something you want to say, something you want to do, something you want to create. That's on the field, that's off the field, in the schools, in the hallways, relationships. I think that's what I tell myself, and that's the same thing I tell to younger athletes.
You know, as we continue to grow, as the team continues to mature, as the culture becomes more embedded that Mike is trying to build within Oakcrest, you know, the road is up.
So if I can give the upcoming seniors one word of advice, is don't take anything for granted. You never know when it could be your last down, your last day, anything. Life's too short. I feel like Oakcrest is on the come up. Like, everybody didn't know about Oakcrest, but now everywhere I go, I'm hearing O's up.
O's up. O's up.
One time. Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and read it, you was soft. All you know is Kappa, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start. I don't wanna speak. Talk about that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't.
Ask you something, my man. Why would you wear lime green socks?
Because
you looking around to see if anybody else got on stuff?
Because the bottom
No.
Because the bottom what?
Well, like, these cleats, like, the back hurts my back of my
So
foot.
you saying you need to wear 2 pairs of socks so it don't hurt your foot? Alright, that's fine. But just not lime green. Pull these over top of them. Yeah, roll them up. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you heard him? Who heard him? I said you locked. Who got the key? I got the key. You heard me?
You locked? Who got the combination?
Bruh, you gonna take my thing and mess it up, man.
You don't get it?
I get it, but
because not all locks got keys. Some got combinations.
I feel you.
You got the combination?
Alright, but you messed up my joke though.
I'm rapping the competition, now I'm standing up. They fanning from left to right, cause now they branding us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking
Quick 40 piece. Quick 40 piece, Chris. Quick 40 piece, Nas. You can't do 40. You can't do 40 push-ups, bro. Quick 40 piece, light, you know what I'm saying? Quick 40 piece, Marcus. Quick 40 piece, right?
Press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the